What's up guys, I'm James and welcome to Boot Wizard. As you can see, we are out and about today because this is a bit of an impromptu one. Because yesterday we found out that Adidas and Unisport are going to be dropping more pairs of this, the F50 Adizero memory lane Unisport remake. So how's this going to work? How do you get a pair? And is this a good idea? So firstly, a little bit of background. The F50 memory lane pack was released last year in December and involved a whole heap of the most well-known retailers around the world releasing special limited edition drops of the Adidas F50. And I think without question, the most popular one was the one that was designed and released by the guys at Unisport. If you want to check out all the details on the memory lane, why it was released, what it was, then just click the link up in the top corner, there or there, one of the two, and I'll take you through to my video on that, and that will get you all up to speed. So there's only 400 of these that were released. And when we got this announcement from Unisport, the main thing that everybody was asking is this another drop? Is this another 400 pairs? Is it 50 pairs? Or is this kind of leftover stock? Now, nobody's been able to get a really solid answer on this, but the best answer we have got has come from somebody affiliated with Unisport directly. This isn't first-hand information that I've got, but through a variety of channels and a little bit of backwards and forwards, what seems to be the case is that Adidas are not making more of these. It will still be the original 400 pairs that were advertised and delivered. However, because Unisport have been unable to open their stores, the one in Copenhagen and also the one in Paris, they have some extra stock that were not sold. So there's still 400 pairs, but there's not 400 pairs on the market and in the hands of you and me. So what that does mean, if that's the case, is that there is going to be a very limited number still available for you to pick up when Unisport do eventually drop them. When are they going to drop them and how do you get them? A tiny bit of housekeeping. I did not edit this and upload it fast enough, so the Unisport boots have actually now gone on sale and sold out again, and we can be pretty sure that all of the sizes were just what was left over from the original 400. But all my points still stand. Onwards with the original video. So this announcement sparked a lot of debate online through the boot community. Is this a good idea? This is because most people assumed that there were more boots being made, and I include myself in that. So this was a big conversation that was really split into two halves. Were you on the team of, yes, make more, there's huge demand, get them into the hands of those people that want them, or this is devaluing the boots for collectors and for people who've already bought them, gone through the rigmarole of trying to get them. If they were going to make more, which we're assuming they're not, was this going to be a good idea? Or were you basically screwing people over who'd already had them? Personally, I think both sides have valid arguments. I am coming down more on the side of get more boots out there and give them to people who really, really want them, because so many people did miss out. They went to scalpers, they went to people who were just straight up hoarding them, and it's a bit of a mess really for something that was this in demand. Now I have a pair right here, and I got them first time, I got my size, I have basically no complaints. So from a purely selfish point of view, the better thing for me to do would be to say, hell no, don't release more, because my boots will then retain their value. But as point of view, because I don't really mind if my boots retain their value or not, mine get used. So the value goes through the floor as soon as they go on my feet and onto a pitch. But I have said before, I view myself as more of an enthusiast rather than a collector, despite the fact that I have a large collection of boots. If you take people like Derek over at the DL Boot Room, he is a pure collector and has one of the most incredible collections that you're ever going to come across. For him, potentially, I'm not trying to put words in his mouth, I haven't spoken to him on this, if they were to release more boots, remember this is hypothetical, if they were to say release another 400 pairs of these, Does that then devalue a boot in his collection? Does it make it something that he doesn't really want to have as much anymore? And those people that went out and got them straight off, are you kind of screwing them over? Especially those people that went out and bought them from resellers and paid 2, 3, even 400 euros more than the asking price for a pair of these. By then releasing more after the fact, do you basically screw a lot of people over? Again, I think that both sides have points, and I think, yes, by releasing more of these, you put people who are collectors in a position where they're going to be irritated, because they're going to be like, well, you said it was 400 pairs, you said that that's what it was going to be, you said it was limited, and that's why I bought them. We're now months down the line, maybe now they're not as limited, I don't want them anymore, and I can't return them, and I probably can't sell them for the same amount of money. Am I even going to get retail price anymore? So that is certainly a point of view, and it's certainly a valid one. Again, my personal point of view is so many people missed out on these, and there are still scalpers out there that have these up for sale for many times the asking price. And I think if the Adidas were to release more, if Unisport and Adidas were to come out with, say, another 400 pairs, be a giant middle finger to those people that are trying to make massive amounts of money off people who missed out, which is something I wholeheartedly disagree with, and something we'll be covering in another video that's going to be coming very soon. So get subscribed to pick that up. My final point is, okay, so Adidas aren't actually releasing any more of these. This is leftover stock that's going to get a little bit of a re-release. Kind of happens all the time, and Pro Direct did something very, very similar when they released their F50s. They put them out on sale. They didn't all sell. Again, this is probably a topic for another video. Pro Directs did all sell, but they failed to send them out to a lot of people and sent a lot of messages out saying that payment had not gone through and they cancelled their orders, which I know at least 7 or 8 people personally that this happened to, and it was complete nonsense, myself included. Money was there, Pro Direct messed up, and then they put them back on sale as a restock, which is kind of what this is. It's a restock, but without screwing people over, because the original boots weren't ever actually on sale. But back to my point, is this potentially a solution? Say you were to release a boot that's limited to only 400 pairs and it sells out immediately. Now, this is great for companies, but they could have made more money had they had more units out there. And it's not great for us because a lot of people will have missed out. And companies don't want to make too many boots, because if they do, they're going to go on discount, it devalues the boot, it doesn't look great for the product. So for a limited edition, they want them to sell out. But what if they were to release 400 and they completely sold out, and then a month later, they drop another 400, and if those sell out, you continue again and do another drop. Now, the logistics of this could be very complicated for companies, but it's just a thought. Is this a way to get boots into the hands of the right people, the people who genuinely want them? Because I do view scalpers as getting the boots into the wrong hands. Is this a way to get them into the right hands and make sure that there is enough supply to meet the demand, to avoid people being able to charge huge amounts and crashing systems? If you knew that if you missed out first time round, there would be another drop a month later, why would you bother? Why would you bother paying 3 times the asking price? Well, you wouldn't. You'd just wait. Of course, some people are going to miss out. Some people are still going to get scalped, and that's still going to be a problem. But is this a way of kind of navigating around it a little bit? Completely hypothetical, and it could be the worst idea ever. But let me know what you think. Put down in the comments, what could be a way to circumvent these scalpers? Do you think another drop would be a good idea or a bad idea? And on the whole, just remember to like the video and get subscribed.